going on? And welcome to this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag, as we like to call it. And basically, it's a thing whereby somebody tags you in one of their videos, and they send you 7 questions, and you have to answer those questions about various things to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! How you got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And so forth. So I'm going to be the tag of Tool Duel for School, his name is. So check out his channel. He's an Irish Yugi Tuber like myself. His content is pretty good, so I highly recommend checking him out. And I'm going to get straight into the questions. Ben. There you go. Or Benjamin, from the Arabic, son of my right hand. And I'm left-handed. How weird. How I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a difficult question. But basically, I started watching the program, obviously years and years ago. This is the very first series to do with Duelist Kingdom. And it was actually the week after I broke my toe, so I was basically sitting around the house all day and nothing else to do. And then I just switched on to one of my terrestrial channels, and I just found this program Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, this kind of looks interesting, about this weird card game. And I was like, okay, I'll watch this for a while. And then lo and behold, I became really, really interested in it. And 3 months later, the Legend of the Wizard Dragon set comes out, and a few of my friends were into it as well. So then we all just kind of said, "Oh, let's check this out. Let's see if this card game is any good." Of course, back then I was young and naive and stupid, and I didn't really understand the rules as well as I do now. However, it definitely sparked my interest, and that is how I got interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, some of my early memories are pretty hilarious. I mean, when I was in Spain that year on holidays, we brought our Yugi and Kaiba starter decks with us, and we had a little tournament. But it was the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, we didn't understand. We knew, like, the basic rules, but we didn't really know what was going on. We thought, like, attacking into a defense position monster with no defense would, like, it couldn't be destroyed or something. Because there was that thing with your man with the zombies in the series, where his stuff couldn't be destroyed because it had 0 defense, whatever. Like, I mean, that show was just like Konami were the high or something. That series, The Legend of Blue Eyes, that whole era. It was just ridiculous. So we just basically, when we were really young, like 12, 13, we took all of our rules off that, and like we just didn't have a clue what we were doing. And but no, it was really good memories. I'm glad I understand the game a lot more now, definitely a lot more mature. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Origins story. How I started YouTubing/YouTubing? Well, I was a fan of a lot of Yugi Tubers for the past few years, and for that reason, I greatly respected what they did. I also felt that the Irish Yugi Tubing universe, if there even is any, wasn't as widely represented as it should have been. And I thought that a lot of the opinions that the people in America had were biased towards the TCG in America and the American game and so on. And there wasn't really a localized meta for Europe or Ireland or any other individual country being represented, which is, of course, understandable. And so I felt that I had opinions to contribute. And so I decided to make my own YouTube channel. Of course, my channel is only 3 months old, and I'm really happy with how it's gone so far. However, I think in that time I've still learned a great amount about video editing and YouTubing in general. And of course, responding to comments, dealing with criticism and stuff like that. So I'm very happy I started it. It also wasn't that difficult to start up because I had good video editing software and I had public speaking and debating skills, although I don't usually put them to good use here because I don't like to be too argumentative on my channel. But in any case, that is why and how actually I got into Yugi Tubing/YouTubing. I felt I had a lot to say, and I just wanted to contribute to the overall Yugi Tubing universe. So that's it. My best moment at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event. Okay, well, since I only really started using top tier decks recently, I used to be just a troll and just use all these decks like Scraps and weird stuff like that. But my best moment recently would be at the 2012 Nationals, Irish Nationals, using 3 Electric Viruses in one game against Dino Rabbit. It was just the best moment ever. Everything just worked out perfectly. It was only in one of the. I think I had one other Rabbit matchup that I beat as well, but I didn't end up going crazy with Electric Viruses in those games. They were actually quite slow. But no, it was just a great moment that like the perfect side, and the guy was really sound as well. So we were just having a laugh about it. I just kind of like Electric Virus, and then he's like, okay, well next turn I just go Rabbit again, Laggia, and then I just go Electric Virus. And he's just like, oh my god. I know it's a game-specific thing. I know it's not one of those events like someone like starts streaking around naked or something. That's nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't have anything like that. I'm not crazy. At least I don't think I am. But you know, just in terms of a game-specific event, that would be my favorite moment. I know it's not hilarious by any means, but it's just something that we had a good laugh about after, and I kind of gained a bit of a sag of the 3 Electric Virus thing. It's just pretty damn hilarious. Favorite deck? It's gotta be plants, or any deck that revolves around plants. So Tengu Synchro Plants was popular for a while. Also, Gemini Plants to do with Gigaplant, Cherry Maddow, and Black Brute Drago and stuff like that. That was a deck that I ran for a long time. I just love it. Just the amount of special summoning you could do with 2 Longfire Blossoms, 3 Limit Reverse, Call the Haunted, Miracle Fertilizers, and all that sort of stuff. Mark of the Rose was a really good card. I just loved that, like, the field control element of it, the ability to synchro into level 8s at will, basically. And also being able to use the second effect of Black Rose Dragon, which not a lot of people can actually do. So I just love the deck for its swarm capabilities. Its competitiveness, really. I wasn't playing at the time that Tengu's Synchro plans were topping, basically. And Tech Genesis Hyper Librarian was around. I was around with Glow Bulb and Spore and all that stuff, but unfortunately they took them away from us, no. And they brought Lone Fire down to 1. They basically just killed that deck completely. I don't really see the point in killing off a deck completely. I mean, I'd leave it somewhat playable, but maybe they panicked or something, I don't really know. But anyway, that was my favourite deck. I also played Scraps for a good while, a good 2 years. And I liked them, but they're by no means my favourite deck. They were just a bit inconsistent. And I only really played them because I didn't have the money at the time to build another deck. So, plans for the win, baby, yeah. Why do I play Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, quite simply, in terms of the game, it's because it's a really, really interesting game. There's an infinite number of possible outcomes for any number of duels. There's so many different types of decks out there. You can't even count at this stage. There's so many thousands of cards that have been released. And fair enough, a lot of the decks aren't really playable, but it just gives options to every single type of player, whether young or old, to build a deck that they think is fun. Most of all, to have fun. That's the second reason why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the game itself is just really, really fun to play. You win some, you lose some. It is based somewhat on luck. I generally do play to win, and I do like to win. But if I lose, I'm just kind of like, well, it happens. And so it's just for a bit of crack, as we say here in Ireland, is why I play. Also, most importantly, because of the social element of it, you just get to meet interesting people, meet new people, and you get to share a social activity, which is, of course, the best way to get to know people. And that is pretty much the 3 main reasons why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay guys, my 2 tags are Vita Diligo, who is a guy who goes to my locals. I'll put his link in the description below to his channel. He does videos to do with art alterations and stuff like that. My second guy is SlimXTeamSymmetry, who is a more high-profile Yugi Tuber. I know it's better to keep it in Ireland, keep it local, or else it'll just get circulated amongst the popular guys and never come back. But that's why I picked one Irish guy and one guy who's really, really popular. So I'll put both links to their channels in the description below. I'll send them out messages about it, and hopefully we can get some good, tags going. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. As always, that is it for the video. I hope you found out some stuff about me and why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And my motivations, my aspirations for YouTube, etc. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe as always. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.